What is up, Bucko Nation? Welcome to Pirates Live 412. I'm Mason Pesky, your host. Today we're going to recap the Pirates 12-3 loss yesterday at the hands of the Los Angeles Dodgers. I'm going to be sorting some papers while I talk to you guys, so sorry if you see me move and stuff and all that, but I'm still talking. I'm still 100% paying attention to all you guys, but just want to get this down, so one last task to do for me in the morning. So hopefully that helps me a little bit here. So if you could just bear with me, that'd be great. But I'm going to definitely read off to you, and it's going to be a normal show. So yeah, without further ado, here we go. Alrighty, the game actually started pretty good for the Pirates. The homestand actually started pretty good for the Pirates. We scored the first 2 runs of the game on back-to-back home runs off of Eric Lauer by Brian Reynolds and Ryan O'Hearn. This was so critical, and this made me feel really good about the game and how it was headed. I actually thought we were going to win this game, considering where it was headed after one inning. But one inning doesn't decide anything in baseball, as we've seen several times with this team before. Obviously, as you know, in the pregame show, I predicted the Dodgers, and I was a little leery that prediction. I want the Pirates to win every game, but I didn't think I was going to get it correct, but unfortunately I did. Despite really not wanting to get it correct. Top of the second, though, the Dodgers do score on a sacrifice fly by Kyle Tucker. That scores Mookie Betts to make it 2-1. And things looked pretty good, actually. Things were good. The sun was shining. It was a beautiful night. The ballpark was crowded. And then in about the 5th inning, the sky turned black. And things were not great. And the sky was black, and we got a little rain shower. And the Dodgers made it poor, scoring on a Max Muncy single to right field off Paul Skeens. This scored Freddie Freeman to tie the game at 2. Heavy rains and downpours continued throughout this inning and into the 7th. Once it started raining in Pittsburgh, the Dodgers made it poor, unfortunately, and things got really ugly for us in the 7th inning off of Wilbur Dotel. Dodgers, it was 7. Dalton Rushing scored on a pickoff error by Henry Davis. Freeland was picked off at second instead. It was now 3-2. It was just a bad play, a bad error. This gave the Dodgers the lead. Also in the top of the 7th, Shohei Ohtani doubles to center field, scoring Freeland. It is now 4-2. Things get worse from there on an Andy Paez homer to make it 6-2. This also scored Ohtani. And then in the 7th, Kyle Tucker grounds into fielder's choice. There was a throwing error, unfortunately, by Lau. This sends Muncy to second, Betts to third. It is now 7-2. Top of the 4th, Ward singles to right. This scores Mookie Betts. It is now 8-2. And then Freeland walks, scoring Muncy. It's now 9-2. Things get even uglier. Another walk scores Kyle Tucker to make it 10-2. The fun isn't done yet. Ward scores as well on a Paez. Andy Paez comes up twice in the 7th. Second time up is Zach Fly, scoring Ward, making it 11-2. Let me get his first name. I'm not the best with some of these first names. Ryan Ward. It's Ryan Ward. There scores to make it 11-2. And then on a single by Freddie Freeman, this scores Freeland. Here, let me get his name. I think it's Alex. Alex Freeland scores. It is now 12-2 Dodgers. Then Ozuna singles to left field, scoring B-Ray. This is like a Chris Paul cuts the lead to 42 kind of moment. And that's your final, 12-3. Not very good at all. I do want to discuss some of my takeaways here before I call it a night, because, again, I have to go to bed and get stuff done because we have work in the morning. I have work in the morning, obviously, so that's the thing. Anyway, let's talk about the game, though, a little bit first. Skeens started out amazing. Yeah, he actually pitched very good tonight. I was so happy to see that, especially since last night, or especially since what he did 2 nights ago, surprising those amazing Little League kids. That was so great that he did that. God bless him for doing that. He truly was a star, and I'm thrilled by how he performed today. He did great. He did great. Don't care what anyone else says. He did freaking great. So good job by Skeens tonight. I love the start of our inning break video. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like Beethoven at all or like music fanatics. I love music and I love listening to it, but like I'm not the biggest like music literature or literacy person or music theory person or whatever you call it. But when the Dodgers strike somebody out at Dodger Stadium, their strikeout like song is this. The Beethoven version. Guess how we start our like inning break video between the top of the first and the bottom of the first. I hope I did a good job there without the humming, but anyway, that's how we started it. So that was a great job by the video production team. So shout out to them. They're the real winners tonight. So good job by them. I love the stop by B-Ray. That was incredible. That gained us some momentum back, especially since we got swept by Atlanta coming home. We needed a hit like that, a home run like that to get us in position. So great job. And then the back-to-back homers, the home run by O'Hearn was huge. I was feeling real good after these first two home runs. I thought this was going to be our night, our game, and, unfortunately it wasn't. That's just life, but the way it broke down is what I'm concerned about, and we will talk about that here in a second. It's incredible. Dodgers seem to forget how to play Pittsburgh. Yeah, I wrote that when we were up because 2 years ago we won 10 out of 3 games against the Dodgers here. Last year we swept the Dodgers here, and we were up 2-0 early. That's why I wrote that. I probably wrote that a little prematurely, though, as my body wants to fall asleep. So yeah, we're gonna finish this video. Though first. Skeens is a lightning rod. I wrote this after he struck out Ohtani the second time. Yeah, he is a lightning rod. He's beyond incredible. I don't know what to say about him. He's a beast, period. This is a masterclass by Skeens. He had a great day. Again, I was very thrilled, very, very happy with how Paul Skeens pitched tonight. So he's definitely the guy that I look at tonight and say, man, you had a great night, bud. You had a great night. And Paul Skeens truly did have a great night, and you can't hold this one against him. You can't. He did great. And I'm happy he didn't take the loss tonight because there's no way he should have taken the loss. He didn't deserve it. Hoping the rain holds off. Yeah, right. We got like 10, 15 minutes of bad rain. That's about it. But it kind of put a damper on the day. So that's the unfortunate thing. This bullpen has become a complete and total joke. There are no excuses for going this wrong without an out. Like, I swear. Like, we literally went like 30 minutes without an out, it felt like. That is beyond unacceptable. I don't care who's on the mound. I don't care if a position player, and we'll get to that at the very end, but I don't care who's on the mound. You can't go 30 minutes and like 2 times throughout orders without an out. That's an issue, and that's going to cost you games. And that's what put us in a hole tonight, and that's why we lost. Because of stuff like that. That is completely and totally unacceptable. Why is it a struggle for us just to get an out? Yeah, It was not easy for a time. It was a half hour. Like, come on now. You got to be better. This team has talent, but it's not... I think we could be... I'm sorry. Other than some of the guys, I feel like we could be putting forth a little bit of a better effort, in my opinion, at times. Like, I don't know. I think Lau's putting forth a great effort, and I think he's the role model of this organ. Him and Skeens are the role models of this team. And Ashcraft. Lau, he puts it all out there every day. Like, you saw how much pain he was in Saturday. And look what happened. He bounced back. He came back and he dominated. Like, he's a role model. And that's somebody that we need to try to follow the lead of. So, God bless you, Brandon Lau. We need more Brandon Laus in this world, for sure. So, that's a good role model. Finally, an out. Yeah, thank God we got out there. If we're serious about contending this year, it's time to get bullpen help. We need to get somebody like German Marquez from Colorado or Josh Hader from Houston trade out. Yeah, I don't care if you're going to pay a premium. You might have to pay a premium. You might have to give up a top prospect. I don't care. Just do it. Like, you're either going to sit there and go 76 and 86 or 79 and 83 and say, what more could we have done? Like, this team had talent. You're right, this team did have talent. The reason it didn't win because we didn't have a bullpen, we didn't do anything about it. Or you could go out and get an arm and get yourselves in the postseason and bring the spirit of the city back and make a run. Every time I'm choosing the latter. You don't know how Wyatt Sanford's going to pan out up here. You don't know how Sammy Stafora is going to pan out up here. Plus, we've already seen Thomas Harrington and Hunter Barco up here. It's not like they're freaking setting the world on fire and dominating to the point like where their jerseys are sold out at the nearby Dick's or Target or Walmart or whatever you want to say. Like, if we need to trade one of those guys to get a bullpen arm, then why not? Why just let them sit at AAA forever and have endless AAA stints when you could get a bullpen arm that can help this team win now? Because clearly after tonight, this bullpen is simply not where it needs to be. That's pathetic. The pitching's declined this year. Yeah, it has. And I think I think firing Oscar Marin was dumb. I completely disagree with that decision. And I mean, I know it's Kelly's staff, but the staff was elite last year. And now look. And you fired him because you wanted the pitching staff to take the extra step. It did take an extra step, but not forward, backward. And that's an issue. And I think that reflects on the manager and the people who allowed this change to happen. For sure. I understand that this team, the Dodgers, is better than some teams in the World Baseball Classic or the Olympics. But the way we finished tonight is completely unacceptable and disappointing. I'm very disappointed in how we finished. Very. I'm surprised to see Wilbur rocked like that, though. Like, he's had a good year. I'm not mad at him at all. He's had a great year. He's done great up here, and I mean, he's still the guy. And just one bad night, and like I said, it's a tough lineup. This team is probably better than some teams in the World Baseball Classic and the Olympics. And that's insane to think about. But it is what it is. It just is. It's life. You have to live with it. We need to get healthy with KG. We need to trust the youth more in guys like Garcia and Valdez. And we need to say adios to Ozuna. It's pretty clear that this has not worked out here. But it has. It has not. It's disappointing. It's upsetting. But it's life. Give the youth a chance. How does LA just have it? Yeah, they breezed through innings. It took us like 10, 15 minutes to get outs. And they breezed for a bottom of an inning in 5 minutes. That's crazy. The other thing is this. And this is about the lineup. And then I have a couple more closing remarks. And then we'll get on. Because I'm very tired. I have to wake up early tomorrow. The life of a producer. I love it, though. I love doing this for you guys. So, yeah, I know I sound tired, but I love it. Don't get me wrong. I have a very short memory. My cousin is getting married, not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday. And congratulations to him and his fiance. I can't wait to be there for your wedding. But they're getting married next Saturday. I remember the exact date that he asked her. I'm assuming it was him that asked her because the guy typically asks the girl. My cousin's the guy and he's marrying the girl, obviously. He asked her, will you be my girlfriend? And she obviously said yes. I remember the exact date that conversation occurred. And that was 3 years ago. I can't even remember what the starting first baseman's name was for tonight's game. And that's a problem. Because it shows you, look, I don't expect you to have every single player on this roster to have the popularity of Ohtani or of Bryce Harper or of whoever's laying it up this year. Acuna. Just say Acuna. I don't expect every player to be that popular. However, I follow this team and I invest in this team and I can't even remember the starting first baseman's name. That is somewhat of a problem. It's a problem on me because I should know this, but it's a problem on them because, like, why are we playing people against a freaking Olympic-style team that have very minimal to few major league experience? If Horowitz is not seriously hurt, then why is he not in the lineup tonight? Why don't you put O'Hara at first and put Valdez or the password out there? Why are we just throwing things against a wall and seeing if they stick against a team like the Dodgers? That is completely baffling to me. And I'm not mad at the guy at all who was starting at first base tonight. I'm just saying, this is year 7. This is not year 2. This is not, we're 60 and 97. It's September the 19th. We have 6 games left to play. The stadium has 2,000 people in it. We're just trying to have some fun out there, and we're just going to put whoever in. This is not that. You're above 500. You're playing the defending champions in back-to-back years, and that's what you're going to do? Give me a break. Like, just stick to rock chalk, for goodness sakes. We had so many opportunities for off days the past couple weeks. We will have off day opportunities coming up soon. Why against the Dodgers? That's just the kind of stuff that annoys me. If Horowitz isn't hurt and he's not, like, tired, screaming for oxygen, then why is he not in the lineup tonight? Good grief. Come on now. You've got to be better. You've got to be better. But just be simple. Just do your typical lineup. Like, it's the freaking back-to-back champions, for goodness sakes. Like, don't get cute. That's what I'm saying. Don't get cute. And I think we've gone cute this year way too many times. Way too many. On top of that, I remember when guys like Roansy Contreras, if you remember him, Jason DeLay, if you remember him, and Greg Allen from 2022 played. And I can't remember a first baseman's name tonight. Like, seriously. Let's see how let's get that first baseman's name and see how he did. And don't get me wrong, I am not out to get him at all. I'm not out to mock him at all. It's great that he's in the major leagues, and I'm happy for him. I want to give him a round of applause right now because he's in the freaking major leagues. It is, White Sox came back and won. Wow, they're good. That team is good. Talk about a good ball club, Chicago White Sox. Will Venable, great manager. I want to see this guy's name. Wenzel. Davis Wenzel. He went 0 for 4 tonight. Seriously. You got to make better decisions. Brandon Lyle's a very high baseball IQ. I had that in my notes. Yeah, that shouldn't surprise anybody. And this is one thing. You guys all know I hate this. I've talked about this on my weekly show before. I've talked about this on several other post-game shows before. I absolutely hate this. Why are we pitching position players? It is a complete and total joke. There are 2 things I want in the next MLB CBA. Number 1, a salary cap and a salary floor. Actually, 3 things. Number 1, a salary cap. Number 2, a salary floor. And number 3, position players to be banned from pitching. The MLB needs to make that an official rule right now. I think it is the most asinine thing ever. I'm sick and tired of seeing it. And I think it's a joke and it mocks the game somewhat. I hate it. Stop putting position players into pits. It's not cute. It's not funny. It shows that you're embarrassed. It's not a good idea, and it's time to end this era of position players pitching. And it's also time for me to end this show tonight. Again, I'm sorry if I was feisty tonight. We're nearing 20 minutes, and I just want to get to bed. So, I'm going to take a quick shower, call it a night, and I will see you tomorrow for the pregame show. Shohei's on the mound against Jared Jones. Can't wait. In the meantime, have a good one. Take care. Stay safe. And as always, peace and God bless. See you guys tomorrow for the pregame show. Bye. And good night. And don't forget to subscribe. Good night and bye. God bless.